he went up to my wife, both of them. My youngest son went to my wife and was like, when you die, where are you going to go? Oof. She said, I'm going to heaven with Jesus. And he started losing it. And so she started trying to calm him down. He's like, I don't want you to die. He's like, you haven't even taught me how to drive. He's 4.
That's amazing.
He's 4. So she's like, where did you get that from? Like,
church.
To drive. Church.
Does he go to church?
I'm talking about the drive part.
Oh, well, that.
He's like, Jesus put that in his head. That's why my kids hate Jesus.
There's a lot of death talk in church. I'm sorry.
No, it wasn't church. He doesn't go to church.
Oh.
So you fucked up. You fucked up. I know.
Kurt's amazing. That's like that goes down with the 18 pack and the golf. 18
He's
holes
like,
of golf.
Christianity.
He's like, church.
Get this mic.
Christianity. Christianity sucks.
Kurt, maybe we go back to having you not mic'd up so people can't hear all this shit. I'm reading Will Smith's book right now. Very interesting.
Why? What is it? What's in it?
Because he's
anything about his wife fucking other dudes?
No, I'm not there yet. I'm actually at the point where he just met her.
Does he talk about that?
I'm sure he does.
At the point where he just met her.
I think he's a douchebag.
I love Will. And watch your fucking dirty mouth.
He talked about that scene that you shared that one time with the dad.
Yeah?
Yeah. He talked about how hard it was. That was the first time he ever really had to act.
Oof.
And what's the dad's name on
Uncle Phil?
Uncle Phil.
Yeah, he said that he coached him through that whole scene.
Yeah, he hugged him. And
hugged him at the end, and he's like, "No, that's fucking acting."
Yeah.
Is that does Will Smith have that same story with his dad?
His father. With his
he
father.
has that.
He has a similar in Philadelphia. He was raised by a single mom.
Uncle Phil was a cop in every other acting gig that he ever had.
Yeah, and he was a judge. Nobody believes you, cocksucker. We know you're not a judge in fucking Bel Air in 1980.
I've just developed a healthy distaste for actors in the last.
A healthy distaste?
Yeah.
What a fucking
Nothing
thing.
healthy about that.
What a thing to say. I
Just hating on people.
I have this healthy distaste of artists who don't play the drums. I only like motherfuckers who strang the guitar.
Strang it.
What a fucking thing to say.
I mean, I guess maybe like the A-list people. You know,
half your people that you bring in here are actors. You better watch what you say, and they're bad actors.
And they're so full of shit.
And they're not even good ones.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna take it even further. Fuck it. Like, there's a part of me that hates creatives.
Wow.
Like fucking, I just feel like so many of these people.
Yeah, look in the mirror, brother. Hate yourself. Hate yourself, cocksucker.
So many of these people are full of fucking shit. They're just full of shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't have time for that, man.
He just described everyone who walks through that door that I've met since I've fucking been here.
Yeah, come create with us, everybody.
Yeah, he's like, come through. I fucking love you guys. Yeah, you just do a play if you like. Jesse watched your play and was like, this shit's gay. All right? Just saying. So all you people who came in here to create and you thought Jesse was on your side? Nah, son. He thought that shit was gay.
It's a love-hate. It's a love-hate. It's a love-hate.
It's a healthy distaste.
I know, a healthy distaste. Like, I have this healthy distaste
So maybe
of
I'm
my
using
mother.
the wrong words. Maybe I'm using the wrong words.
That was definitely the wrong words. I love
full of shit people. I'm just not,
I'm sure actors.
Don't at me, son.
I'm sure really quality good actors, like the guys we love.
You think they're cool in real life?
No, I think they're very douchey. I'm sure. Because I think after a while, their ego just takes control.
Yeah.
And they're probably treated like kings on set.
Oh, yeah.
Where it's like, we have to give him his time to get, and he's probably sitting there like, you know what I mean? Like, shh. Get the fuck out of here, Edgar!
You just fucked with my Kundalini.
I said blue Skittles only. Senor, I could not find blue Skittle. Well, figure it out, cocksucker.
Why do you think there's so many bad relationships in Hollywood? That's why they're in their own world.
Hollywood
microscope you're under, bro, is like
it's also fake.
Do you think it would happen to you too? Probably, right?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I think I've been through enough in my life. I think a lot of those people have never been through shit.
I think too. George Clooney said something that I thought was cool. George Clooney said, and like you don't really see, like he kind of keeps to himself, like he's not really like in the fucking scene of like, promoting himself.
I think he's so hot.
And he said he got famous in his 40s, and he said because he got famous in his 40s, made all the difference about how he dealt with Hollywood. Because he was like, if I would have gotten this attention when I was like in my 20s, I probably would have been a fucking monster.
Yeah.
Because like you're a kid and what the fuck do you know?
You fuck
like
pussy, drugs. You're like, oh.
I was already well into being an adult. I knew who I was as a person.
You went through the pussy and drugs phase.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Off camera.
Same, brother, same. You know what I mean? Pussy and drugs is
Bring on the fame.
That's in the past. Yeah. You know? Now I'm just mature. Nah, I don't think it would happen to me, but you never know. Could happen to fuck anybody. It could very well happen to me.
Good.
I could be like Jesse Who. I've never heard of that, lad. And get ready for my movie.
It'd be great if you had put on a new accent, talk different. Walk different.
Oi! Oi!
Who's that
Some
Spanish
pleasure.
kid who fucking talks like an Englishman?
He always wears that
You know
Yankee
that guy?
fitted.
Change my image.
He's always saying bruv.
What's up, bruv?
What's up, bruv?
Oi! Check in.
I don't even think they say oi.
No,
anymore.
no. Nobody says oi is Australia. But I like to mix them because oi is such a fucking, I think it's just such a great.
Australians from down under?
From down under.
I come from a land down under.
I could never go to Australia.
No, I heard it's a fucking big.
Can't sit on a plane for that long.
I heard it's a big party scene.
Too big for planes. What
There's
the
actually
fuck?
a fucking ad on TV to go visit Australia. I've never seen that before.
Who? What?
There was an ad on TV
To go to
visit
Australia?
Go
Yeah,
visit
because they're owned by China now. That's China. That's China being like, huh, tell other people, come to Australia.
Didn't it all burn up like 2 years ago too?
Yeah, Australia was
With virus?
fucked during COVID. Do you not remember?
Well, I remember they wouldn't let anybody in or out.
Australia was fucked, dude. That was craziness. You know? They're probably all in a camp right now. We have no idea.
I like closest I've been to Australia is Outback. Outback Steakhouse.
Yeah, I didn't. Outback is the most media, bro. My mom, when she like Outback is like, I didn't realize it was like for middle class people, you know, like because it's very expensive.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Outback's a little bit pricey. Good steak.
Well, I know, but when I was younger, my
found
mom
it
used to
once.
be like, she used to be like, we're going to Outback. You know what I mean? And I said Outback, I'm like, oh my God, it's so fucking fancy, you know? So we would go and like, I didn't realize till I got older, I started meeting like, you know, wealthy white people, you know? And I'm like, yo, let's go to Outback. And they're like, yeah, brother, let's go to fucking Applebee's. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? I'm like, nah, that's just expensive. And then you go to a real expensive place, and you're like Ruth Chris. And I'm like, holy shit. You know, I'm not eating this shit. The fuck out of
I
here.
can't stand Italian places that are really expensive. You're just paying for pasta, and it's really, really expensive. One of the cheapest food
Italians are super bougie.
They are.
Viking stove,
When you
everything's.
mean, like, Olive Garden?
No. I mean, like a real Italian restaurant.
Like-
You're still getting lasagna, linguine, and something, and it's $36. That's
Yeah.
for
Say something racist. I know you want to.
Not saying
I know it's on the tip of his tongue.
Fucking
Fucking
Genzo
He's like, those
motherfuckers.
fucking gunny motherfuckers.
Listen, I love the food. I
Tell
just don't-
Kujin to go fuck himself.
Oh my God. Why did it always gotta go to that?
I saw him on somebody's podcast. He looked pretty good.
Who?
Kujin. He
I
was
saw
on
him the other day.
Yeah, he was with Giannis Makalopoulos or whatever the fucking guy's name is.
Giannis Papas?
Yeah. He did. It was good.
Giannis Papas a couple months ago, did a joke with some other dude. It was some German joke that I won't repeat, but was fucking hilarious, bro. He's sometimes with the Spanish shit he does.
When he does that girl,
That shit's
amazing.
classic, bro.
Yeah.
I remember years ago, fucking
so good.
Yeah.
He nails it.
I remember
Nails it.
from a few podcasts ago.
Completely nails it. Fucking guy.
God, he's the worst. You just know how to kill a vibe. Get out! Get out, John! He's like, yeah, just repeat it once again, you fuckers!
Just thinking about our fans.
Yeah.
The fans don't fucking remember. They're just as shot as me and Jesse, bro. They don't remember that shit. You kidding me? We could talk about the same shit every episode. They'll be like, oh, you guys are so creative and unique. Every episode's just something different.
I gotta say that I got a lot of love from fans when I posted from the hospital the other day, and one guy hit me with a joke. I was fucking dying. I don't remember who it was, but I'm gonna shout him out. He sends me a DM, and he's like, "It must have been that athletic heart, bro." I was like, "Yeah."
Can you pull up? Can you pull
We
up? the
actually
screen?
made it 9 minutes without talking about that fucking thing around his arm.
Oh well, no, we're gonna get into it. But can you pull up? Can you pull up? Do you have the screen recording I made?
Somewhere. We'll get it in.
All right, we got to get it in there.
Screen
I
recording
screen
what?
recorded your story,
Oh, you did?
dude. You were so ridiculously high.
Oh yeah.
I didn't see it.
Oh, hilarious.
I mean, I'll give you the play-by-play if you're ready.
So we need a play-by-play. So I was getting ready for combat sports. So go ahead, go.
I did have my gi on.
Imagine it was like he was getting into the sauna and that's how it happened.
Yeah, and he's lying. He's like, I was getting ready for my 6-hour combat sports session, tying my black belt, around my waist.
Getting out of the ice bath.
When a professional UFC fighter came in and he said, hey, do you want a duel? And I said, yeah. I've never turned down a duel in my life. And I was fucking him up. And when I finished fucking him up, I got up and he was mad and he came from behind, snapped my shoulder, and I went, oh! I snapped it back.
Oh my God.
That was good. That was really good. That was good.
And then I barked at him. And he ran away. He ran away. He's never to come back again. Yo.
This is good.
That was to my sensei. All right, I'm sorry.
What's the real story?
I'm the worst. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
The real story is slightly less entertaining. But doing the thing. And I fucking,
Such a good storyteller.
I mean, you want me to give you like the fucking where I was? You want me to give you body
you
positions?
You work out every a lot during the morning, right?
Yeah.
So you came in to fucking do
Saturday morning. I'm
Who
like,
were you with?
The whole crew. Tony and the guys, and everybody was back there. Gay wasn't there, which I wish he was there, because if Gay was there, he probably would have popped my shoulder back in right there, would save me a trip to the hospital.
Yeah, he would have grabbed you from behind. Come here, baby.
I called him. I said, fucking, bro, not a good time to not be here, because these guys are looking at me like they're all looking at me like this.
They were shook?
Shook. Was
it totally just out? Everyone could tell?
It was coming
Why
off.
The face?
I got a funny story.
That impression of his shoulder.
I know. It was like this.
My shoulder has a tongue. No, it came off my body.
So what position were you in when it happened?
Well, there's a position called a dog fight, whereas I come under your arm, I'm going for the underhook, and we both of us got up, and he shrugged me off. Real strong guy, shrugs me off, and I start moving away from him, and I went to roll.
To spin,
to kind of roll onto my shoulder, but he shrugged me hard enough to where I wasn't able to time it right. So I basically flipped over, and instead of rolling onto my shoulder, I landed flat on my back from a half standing position. So halfway of my height from that to the mat, just boom. And I just hit the right way
and you felt
at the wrong moment, and it was immediate.
Did you scream?
Yeah. Fucking.
That's how I would have screamed.
So I'm laying there, and I can't move. Immediately, it's like something's wrong. So one of them, they're coming over to me, and they're like, "Oh, what the fuck? You're right." And I'm like, I can't fucking move. I don't know what's wrong. I think fucking my shoulder's broken.
You're fired.
So somebody opens up my gi, and there's a fucking my arm is coming through my chest. It's fucking pushing out that way. There's a bump.
Your shoulder.
Yeah, my shoulder's over here. And it's not supposed to be there.
Fucking good.
So instead of going this way and separating,
it went down.
And there's a guy who's a cop, and I'm like, motherfucker, you know how to do this, right?
Cops don't know how to do that.
That's actually the part that I came into.
What the fuck? He's like, officer, come on, you're a professional.
That's actually the part that I came into, because I was already here. I had already worked out. I was heading out of the shower, and I'm walking back there in my flip-flops and my underwear, nothing else, down the alley. And Tony comes running out, and he's like, yo, I just called an ambulance. Jesse just separated his shoulder. And I'm looking at myself, and I'm in a towel.
He's like, I can't.
I'm like, I can't go in there right now like this. But I walk through the door, and I hear this guy screaming at somebody. And I'm like, what the fuck? He's like, bro, you're a fucking cop. You can't fix my fucking shoulder. I'm like,
what the fuck?
Then I was like, all right, I'm going to get dressed first, and then I'm going to go in there. See what's happening.
The dude looks at me and he goes, absolutely not.
The fuck was he going to pull out his Glock and 19? All right, jump in.
All right, first of all, I have an editing session that's starting in about an hour and a half. So all I'm thinking is I got shit to do. There's no fucking time to have my shoulder hanging off my body. So, motherfucker, you're NYPD Blue. Put me back together. Just squeeze me or something. He's a big guy. He's a big guy. You know what I mean? Pick me up and go. You know what I mean?
I would have tried to
do
fix
the
it.
thing.
I would bullshit. I would be like, I got it. I got it, brother.
So nobody knows how to do it. Tony calls the cops, the 911 or whatever, and the cop.
Really?
Yeah, whatever you call emergency.
He calls the 911.
No, but I couldn't move. You would have shit your pants. You would have been like 100%.
You're a pussy.
You're a fucking girl.
You're a pussy bitch. And if I was crying, you would have been dead.
So you.
No, but I mean, when I think about it now, like putting myself in their position and thinking about it, like my mom was off my body. Like it was a weird thing. It wasn't.
You couldn't get up off your back.
No, I couldn't. Forget about get off my back. I couldn't even go like this. Okay. I couldn't even like roll to like my other side. Like I was literally immobile.
Well, I'm sure any pressure you felt something.
Right.
Trying to get up, but I'm sure once you were up.
Yeah, like I said, like I was able to go. Like no, what had to happen is like the EMT, the ambulance got there quick. Much respect to Deer Park Fire Department. They fucking quick, and
it's all volunteers.
the guy comes in, and the first thing I say to the dude, I'm like, bro, I got shit to do today. Can you pop me back in? Like, you know, this just happens in the movies, right? You know what I mean? Like, they just pop it back in and you're good. And the guy's like, yeah, no, bro. Fucking, he's like, you go to the hospital. And I'm like, and so he comes in and he gets like 2 or 3, I think Tony and like a couple other guys lifting me up while he just lifted my arm. So like he had to lift my arm separate from the rest of my body.
It's still hurt.
And I'm screaming. I'm fucking never ever felt pain like this in my life. Then they get me into the ambulance. Wait, listen. They get me into the ambulance.
You didn't record this, you fucking idiot.
I'm gonna tell my side of the story once he's done.
They get me into the ambulance. I'm probably saying all kinds of crazy shit. I don't even remember what I was fucking saying. I think I'm yelling at him saying like, keep the appointment with the editor. See if you can make some progress on the video or some shit like that.
I had already canceled it like 50 minutes early. I'm like, yeah, sure.
Don't worry, brother. I'll handle it. You can count on me.
Michael, Jesse's brother and I were already at IHOP at that point.
I'm like, the show must go on.
Brother, we're here with you. It's like, hey, Mike, what do you want to eat? He's going to be there forever, bro.
So they put me in the ambulance.
I'm not coming back today. Let's do something.
Yeah.
Free snow day.
They put me in the ambulance. They can't get my arm. So my arm is like out here. And my arm's out here.
And they're trying to get it down.
There's a guy and a girl. And the girl's holding my arm. Standing up, like with her knee like this. My arm is like on her knee and she's holding it up. Yeah. And like they're trying to get it in.
Oy.
She was the best.
Oh, she was great. They both were great.
Why,
I wish I knew their names. Cool. I'd shout them out.
She also said 4 times, like, I've had my shoulder popped out 4 times. I just popped it back in myself. That's what she said. I'm like, but you're an EMT. You know what you do.
She was like, shit, that hurts. Jesse's like, worst pain I've ever felt.
Anybody I talked to about this said that this pain is just on another level.
I'm sure, bro.
It was on another level.
Having your shoulder pop out where it's supposed to be.
It's not supposed
I'm sure it's not like, oh, shit.
No.
You do hear football player stories of like coaches being like, this guy, his whole shoulder came out and I punched it back in place.
What they say is that if it happens once, you're more prone to it happening again, and then now when it happens again,
you could just pop.
Yeah, you kind of like develop like a little bit of like understanding, like
scarring,
what it is and what the like doing it quickly.
I would never touch it. I'd be like,
but
this was the funniest part of the morning, actually.
So they tie my fucking hand to the ceiling of the fucking ambulance. They fucking because it won't go down.
Yo. Fucking hysterical. And I'm looking in there and I'm looking at the girl who's doing it and she's like, I don't know.
She has no idea. She's like, I think this might work. Theoretically speaking, this should work.
Because they couldn't get my arm to my body.
Yeah, they probably didn't want to hold it. They're probably like, I'm not holding it.
Well, she had to drive the ambulance.
What about the other guy?
The other guy's like, have you ever had fentanyl? And I'm like, yeah, probably in some fucking cocaine I've done before. I mean, but like never as fucking, I don't know.
No, just give me my mushrooms.
Get my folder of mushrooms now.
I need my binder
So
of
he
mushrooms.
starts fucking like injecting fentanyl in my nose.
Dude, that's amazing.
And I'm like,
I would have been like,
I start doing that. I'm like, yeah, I've done this before. I'm fucking like.
How is that the go-to drug now, though?
Fentanyl?
Yeah.
Well, he said it was either that or morphine.
It's a synthetic. It's like synthetic heroin, bro.
I know what it is, but I'm saying Demerol. They could have.
It gets rid of.
Anything
But it really gets rid of the most. He was probably screaming like a fucking hyena. So they were probably like, "Shut him up, give him the fent."
No. I was.
Give this cocksucker the fent. He's being a bitch.
No. I was fucking. I mean, I wasn't screaming, but I was like, I'm dying. Somebody help me. Fucking. It was hard. It was hard to contain fucking yourself because
take care of my shoulder, brother. I want that same bitch and be like, "You guys got the fentanyl? I'm really hurting right now."
The guy was like, you said to the guy, you were like, after they had tied your arm to the ceiling, the guy was like, you said to him, be like, "Do you have anything I could rest my arm on?" He's like, "Yeah, if we had something, I wouldn't have your arm tied to the fucking ceiling."
You guys don't have a rest? I can rest my arm and arm. Nice.
But then
arm.
I started to like when I got in the ambulance, I started to panic a little bit because like it's like reality was hitting me. Like I was in like this reality distortion field. Like because like I said, I'm still I got a video to edit. I'm fucking you know what I mean. I got work to do, and fucking
John's looking at me. He's like, he wasn't gonna edit.
Fucking. It hits me when I'm in the ambulance like, oh my God, my fucking shoulder's not attached to my body anymore. And fucking I'm going to the hospital and this guy's starting an IV. And I'm like, I started to get like queasy. I started to be like, so fucking.
Such a pussy, bro.
Yeah.
I can't say anything. I'd be dead.
Yeah, you say another word.
I mean, listen, you know, when your thick arm comes off your body, we'll talk about how you fare.
I know, but the things you were scared about, you're saying IV and, you know. I see dead bodies and shit.
All right.
Nah, I'm saying, son.
The
saying.
girl was like, you said to the girl
different.
too, like as she was closing the door, because the guy stayed in the back with you. You were closing the door, and you're like, try not to hit any bumps. And the girl was like, there's so many bumps on the way to the hospital.
There's no suspension on ambulances, dude.
Yeah.
Anytime you're on an ambulance,
And then
bro,
we
that
said-
shit is like boom, boom, boom.
And then we said, if we give you extra 50, hit a couple extra bumps, take a long way.
yeah. And they have to go slow. Anytime I'm
Make them
fucking
really feel it. Make them feel it.
yeah, hit every. She's like pothole.
After the fentanyl, though, you ain't feeling shit.
But then when I get to the ambulance, the EMTs were great, ambulance was great. They bring me to the fucking hospital and they just leave me in the fucking hallway for like an hour and a half.
Yeah, because you're not.
I'm just fucking there.
You're not
gonna
trauma.
die.
And then the fucking guy goes to take the x-ray. He undoes the splint. Like I finally got somewhat comfortable. They gave me fentanyl when I got to the hospital. They gave me Dilaudid.
So like that's another good one.
I finally was at a place to where like it went from an 11 out of 10 fucking level of pain to like a good 7.5, and I'm like, all right, I could chill at the 7.5 for a little bit.
Yeah. More Dilaudid.
Fucking guy.
Hit the button.
Guy wheels me in to do the x-ray, undoes the fucking thing. And I got the total vibe, like, I got to do my job, bro. I'm getting out of here now. I got to fucking get you done quick. And just fucking is just moving my arm everywhere. And I'm like, I'm fucking dying, bro. What the fuck? You can't do that like that. And it just leaves me there. And I'm just sitting in the fucking hallway, like, dying. And I'm like, somebody help me.
Dude, when I went into surgery for my thyroid, they wouldn't give me fucking. I remember being in there, being like, "You guys have Dilaudid." They're like, "Your surgery hasn't even started yet." I'm like, "Just to calm me down." And they're like, "No."
Take the edge off.
They're like, "Nah, man." And I'm like, "All right." So then I remember I told you a story. My heart was racing, but I looked fine, So they gave me Xanax. So then after the surgery, I woke up in a room. It's like I'm looking at everyone who just came out of surgery, and then that nurse comes. I'm like, "Can I get some more Xanax? More of the stuff you fucking shot?" Because that liquid shit, bro, it's like 3 seconds.
Yeah, it hits your bloodstream.
That shit hits you, and you're like,
Yeah.
you're like, this feels great.
I don't have a lot of experience with that. Like I'd never been in a
Listen,
hospital
they ever
like
give
that.
you a
I never
morphine
fucking-
drip, you just keep hitting the red button, brother. Hit it until they come in and say, "Sir, you're gonna have to stop hitting that red button."
Yeah.
And it's like, "No, bitch, you're
I've
gonna have to
never
take the
been-
red button away."
I've never been in that
Don't touch my red button.
in that position. And then after they did the X-ray, they confirmed it wasn't broken, and then the doctor comes in. The doctor was there for like 38 seconds, like in the beginning, and then at the end, and he goes, "All right, listen, this is how it's gonna go. We're gonna pop it back in.
And it's a brutal process.
Do you want fucking anesthesia?" And he's like, "I just got to let you know that if you do the anesthesia, we're going to have to do blood in advance. You're going to have to be here for a while. After the recovery, you're going to be here, or you're going to be here all day." I'm like, fuck that. I'm like, just do it.
Do
He's like,
it.
are you sure? And I'm like, well, I mean, there's only one way to fucking find out. And
Yeah,
I don't
try
want
it.
to. And I'm still like, I got shit to do. So he gets the nurse and they fucking do it. And it was like the most excruciating pain followed immediately by relief. Like immediately it was like, oh, wow, my fucking arm's back on my body. Wow. And then they're like, all right, you can go home. They didn't say shit.
Really?
Didn't say shit. Wow. Didn't fucking tell me. They just said, follow up with an orthopedic and go home.
Dude, I broke my hand, and I'm a fucking asshole. I broke my hand in a fight, and I never went anywhere. I went to the hospital. I went to the hospital 2 weeks later because I realized my knuckle was all the way back here. And they were like, yeah, it's too late.
It's going to stay there.
They're like, it's going to stay there forever. And I was like, oh, shit. I probably should have. So you were probably better off. Just leave your shoulder like that. Just fucking leave it. Just let it fucking hang for life, bro.
Like, what's wrong with you? My shoulder doesn't work.
Yeah, just fucking leave it. Just leave it.
It's a cosmetic shoulder.
I know you felt good, though, because in your story, your lips were just crazy chopped and you didn't give a fuck.
No.
He didn't give a fuck. He was just like, hey, just going through this shoulder shit. No big deal. You know, tell these cocksuckers to put it back.
And the funniest shit,
Sometimes
too.
when you're fighting.
This is the reality of combat sports.
Is that what he said? Did he say combat
Something like that.
Holy shit.
This is, you know.
When you're a samurai.
Have you ever read The Art of War? If you have not, by Shung Tsing Tzu, whatever the fuck his name is. If you haven't read it, then you wouldn't understand where I'm coming from.
Listen, if you know, you know. I mean, what do you want me to fucking tell you? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man, that was amazing.
Some of us are built different.
Kurt, can you grab me another one, bro? Actually, grab me two so I don't have to make you get up again.
I'll grab me too.
Shit, man, that was a real experience. I really fucking and also too, like, I'm obviously high as fuck, and like I get out of there, my wife picks me up, and like there's a part of me that's like, yeah, it's all right, man. You know, it's maybe a couple days, I'll be all right. And then like the next day, I'm like, oh yeah. I start watching the YouTube videos. It's like, yeah, this is gonna be like months and months.
How do you feel?
I gotta read your text messages to me that morning because they were fucking on fire.
Really?
This guy was like, I thought he was gonna like run the city marathon at the time. They were fucking insane. I texted him, you get out of there? He's like, yeah, it was out quick. I refused the anesthesia. So they popped it back in and they sped up the process. Definitely saw the bright lights of heaven for a second, but after that, it was incredible.
What? What does that even mean, bro? Thank you. What does that even mean?
Bright lights of heaven.
Yeah.
I saw Jesus and he said, good thing you're not a bitch.
Good thing you're not Kurt. Good thing you're not
Kurt,
Kurt.
hey, Jesse, Kurt would be dead. You're a man. Welcome back. I'm letting you into heaven now. Herrera's a bitch. He doesn't get into combat sports. Go ahead, read it.
And he said, you said crazy thing. I feel most alive in situations like this. He said,
Oh, Jesse!
He said, I feel like I want to come straight back to work. My mind is firing on all cylinders. Probably the drugs.
Definitely the drugs, dude. I was in my best moments.
That
And
was
I
at
was like,
11 o'clock. That was like an hour and a half after.
No, but
2
I
hours
like
after it happened.
no bullshit. Like when I'm like in that fucking narcotic state, I'm like a
everyone is in the.
I'm a
Everyone feels
nuclear
like,
reactor, man.
Everybody,
I mean, fucking, yeah,
everybody's in that state, and they're just like, I feel like I could fucking do anything.
Yeah.
That's true.
And then they get sober, and they're like, oh, I'm really exhausted.
Like, I just dislocated my shoulder.
I'm gonna go sit on
40.
the toilet for 6 hours.
I'm gonna be incapacitated for 6 months.
How does it feel now?
It doesn't hurt, but it doesn't work. I can't move it. You know what I mean? Like,
You can't lift it or.
no, I went
You
to.
should probably start doing some PT and lifting it.
Well,
You don't
no,
want it to lock up.
I went to the orthopedic and I'm getting an MRI tomorrow. And the guy said, on the short term, you're looking at 3 months of not really having
Control.
Yeah, like 3 months of like recovery to fucking get to a place
Mobility.
where, he goes, if the rotator cuff is torn, you're gonna have to get surgery, and if it's surgery, you're looking at fucking like a year of fucking issues.
Yeah. You know what's so funny, dude?
So fucking no jiu-jitsu for a while.
These shoes right here,
What is he going to say?
every fucking white man has a fucking pair of these shoes.
Well, do you know what these shoes are?
It is Clark's.
Do you know what they are? Well, are you talking about Clark's or the specific
I don't know.
make of the boot?
Who's the
This
maker
is
of
the
boot?
desert boot.
Listen,
this is like-
every white guy, this is what
Wait.
they wear. They wear a button down, the blue jeans, with the brown belt, and those fucking
Wait,
things.
but
Not
and,
every white guy.
Not John, but every upper middle class white guy. Every guy in my job has a pair of those fucking things, dude. Every single one of them. What is the brand? It's Clark, right?
Clark's, yeah.
Clark is the one that
but
makes
also makes Wallabies. Wallabies was big in the hood.
Wallabies don't look like that. Wallabies have the thing.
Wallabies is more like the moccasin foot.
Yes.
But it's the same fucking.
No. Don't compare.
No, the Wallaby and the Desert Boot.
That's a middle class white guy.
Have been around since the fucking 60s.
You're a different type of middle class white guy.
Understand that.
You're lower middle class.
I am lower.
This is upper. This is upper middle class.
I am shit. I am shit this show.
This is upper. You were dead. You would have been dead.
Your Nikes with the large tongue.
Yeah.
When you're breathing.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, Kurt. I love you, Kurt. I swear you stop
He
it.
did. Hey, Jesse. Kurt said something and said, he was like, you'll be all right. And Jesse's like, excuse me? You're a pussy.
I tell my kids about you.
Hey, I tell them all the time, don't be like Kurt.
I don't know why he's so sensitive. He started coming for me, and I defended myself.
He didn't come for you.
He was coming for me. He was. We have it on tape.
No.
We have it on tape.
No, because I come after you way more, and you go with it.
No, Kurt was beginning his assault. He was arming his. He was forming his offense.
John.
But I'm a fucking pro, and I fucking picked that shit off before he even put it together.
This is for you guys. This is a lifetime of shit, though. Kurt has just always been the guy you guys bully. It's not right. I'm changing the dynamic. I'm changing the fucking dynamic.
I love Kurt.
Kurt's gonna be the bully
Kurt
from
knows
now
it.
on.
Oh my god.
Sponsored by Clark's
John.
Footwear.
Every time I wish we had a camera on John, because every time I look at John, he's just thinking.
He's got a reaction.
He is, but it's all in his head. He doesn't release any of it.
He's like,
anytime any of us says something, he's like.
No, he's like, I wish these guys would shut the fuck up.
Kevin, yeah, that's exactly what he's saying. He's like, Kevin, shut the fuck up. Kurt, enough. Jesse, all right, bro, too much. It's all the things that's going
I'm just making sure it sounds good. That's all.
There he goes, screaming again.
You guys want me to Google anything? I'm over here. You know?
Oh.
I can barely do that.
Dude, before I got here, I pick up my son from school, and he's like, Daddy, tomorrow's Gabby's birthday, and we got to get her a gift.
Who's Gabby?
I'm like, yeah. I'm like, who?
Wow.
And he's like, yeah, Dad, we have to get her a gift, and and I'm like, yeah, all right, buddy, we'll talk about it later. So my wife calls me. She's like, who is this fucking Gabby? And I'm like, I don't know, some girl in the class. Maybe he likes her or something. So she's like, we ain't getting her shit. I'm like, we should probably just get it. If he wants to get it, like, let him fucking get it. I was like, tell him to make a card, and I was like, she's like, KJ, what does Gabby like? What do you wants to get her? And he's like, she told me she only likes gift cards.
Wow.
Start him young.
What the fuck? I'm like, gift cards?
Gabby.
She's like, she only likes cash. Who the fuck? What the fuck is that?
Gabby's a streetwalker.
Yeah, what the fuck? She's like, hey, go home. Tell your dad I want a birthday gift. Only cash.
Yeah. Gabby's a training woman of the night, apparently.
Dude.
Like a Visa gift card.
Dude, I'm like, what the fuck? So my wife's, I'm like, what do I put? Fucking $25, right? I mean,
at the most.
So where? Like a Visa gift card? Or like
I don't know.
Starbucks
What do I
gift
get
card?
her?
Target.
She's on like Sheen, just typing in my card number that I bought her. She's fucking
What
kindergarten.
are you getting it for, though? Bringing it to class?
That's what he wants.
Nah,
yeah.
that's not what you do.
Don't do it.
Not if he's not invited to a birthday party.
He might be trading that for drugs. He might be trading.
Well, I would actually respect that more if he was like, Daddy, I need a gift card.
My kids
gift
don't
card?
bring gifts to class. You got to go to a party.
Give her like a chocolate-covered strawberry and a rose.
There you go.
Nah, I think that's
Wow,
more
it's not
corny.
Valentine's Day.
That's more corny. I don't want other kids to make fun of him.
Yeah.
I'm worried.
I mean, when he gets older, they're gonna make fun of him and give him the gift card. Like,
yeah, but
Dad,
right now they don't. I'm like, just slide that shit.
Maybe not.
giving
I mean,
gifts-
he's trading money for,
Sex?
relations.
Giving gifts
That's
in
fucked up.
class is
They're in
weird.
kindergarten, you nasty bitch.
She doesn't have kids.
I went to an 8-year-old birthday
Start him
party
young,
on Saturday,
you know?
though.
You went to an 18-year-old birthday.
I learned a lot.
How old are they?
You went to
That's
how
like
many old? How
second
old?
grade?
8-year-old.
Oh.
8-year-old is third grade.
I learned that now you have to invite, like, because it's like it's my niece, and it was like you have to invite the whole entire class to
No,
the
you don't.
birthday party.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
That's what parents do to prove their...
No, the teachers,
Seniority over
bro. The
everybody.
teacher. I said the same thing. The teachers have said it. up until I believe it was 5th grade.
We've done it, and
Up until 5th grade.
Exactly.
Invited
whoever there was.
No. The school tells you.
Yeah,
up until 5th grade, you have, if you're gonna do a party, you have to invite everyone in the class. Which
they never told us that.
To me, I'm like,
well, it's
who the fuck are you?
Because my kids go to school in the hood.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's my kids. Their activities are combat sports. It's different.
You just
it was
pass
weird.
the invitations out in class. There's ways around it.
Not for me, bro. Like
Your wife
all those
check-
parents know only Rich Kings. They're gonna be like, "Ooh, he's having a party. How fucking am I not gonna fucking?"
Might be different
That's gonna
for
be
you.
horrible.
Might be different for
It's
you,
different
but
for famous people, you know?
It is. At this point, it's just call me what I am, cocksucker.
You text the parents. That's it. You text the parents of the kids that you want to be there.
I had never heard of that before, though. It was interesting because I got there. I'm like, who the fuck are all these kids? I know our friends. Like, these are none of the kids. I'm like, who are these kids? Like, it's all the kids from the class. It was weird.
I mean, I've noticed it because that's what parents are doing. And I think it's totally just showing that you have enough money to pay
No,
for a
it's
big
because the
party.
schools.
That's all
No,
it
no,
is.
I don't want. Dude, I looked it up. I'm gonna have to spend like fucking $3,000 on my son's party.
That's
And say what?
Say invite your closest 5 friends.
Bro, have it here.
That's it.
Have the party here. Fucking making pallets in the back.
Do it in
you
the
know?
danger room. So
John's in the back
his
coming out of
shoulder.
his song. He's like, "Sup, kids?"
My brother did that for his son.
know-
Jesse comes out in his gi.
They had a.
One arm.
They had to, you know, I didn't tell it. They had to. I couldn't get the gi off me. I had to cut it off.
Oh, so you gotta buy new gi?
He's like, "Sorry." He's like, he's
And the EMT's
he's
like-
cutting his gi, and he's looking at it. And he's like, "Yeah, sorry about that."
The EMT's like, I'd kill somebody if they cut my gi. I was like, don't worry about it, bro. I got more of them. Just cut this motherfucker off.
He's like, Sensei Kushire is gonna fucking hate you.
This is my lucky gi.
Anyway, yeah, my brother had a party in the danger room with his kids. They rented like inflatable shit and they did that. It was a thing.
Yeah, I looked
You
it
could
up.
do
There
that.
was like a laser place. There was a few places where they take that many kids, and it's all like fucking $2,000 plus.
Yeah, the place they had it at was like a kid party factory.
Yeah.
There was like 8 parties happening at the same time.
Yeah. Those guys
Wild.
make a lot of money. I've looked into like getting a space like that. It's just very
It
expensive.
was over by
The rent
gourmet
is-
popcorn place or whatever place we used to go
We
to.
were just looking at the Sky Zone thing for my son, but I got 3 kids' birthdays in 1 week. For 10 kids, it's $400, right? With pizza and stuff. Just, he invites 4 of his best friends.
That's
I'm like, listen, bro.
Yeah, it's like $40.
I'm ready to
rented
do.
the
I'm ready
video
to do
game truck.
bowling.
I rented the video games, 500,
Bowling's
600
fucking
bucks.
expensive, too.
Is it bowling?
I mean,
Bowling's
my
expensive.
My family's a family of 6. It's expensive anywhere we go. $115 for 1 round of bowling. Is it called a round? 1 round of bowling, $112.
$112.
I don't like with that whole shit. Like I don't.
Pay attention to. I know. I wish.
No, not that I don't pay attention to.
He's like, I know. Jesse's like, I haven't known the price of gas in I don't even know how long. I remember the last time I looked was
No,
10
I
years
wasn't
ago when
gonna-
John pumped my gas.
Listen, eh?
And I only know because he told me. He said, Jesse, look at the price. And he said, oh, cheap. It was $70 a gallon. And I was like, fill it up, brother. Fill it up.
I wasn't talking about the money. What I was gonna say was fucking. Like, I don't know what the fuck I was
Oh, man, bro. That's so funny. My brother called me today about the Dana White clip. He was like, he was laughing. He was just like, bro, it's hilarious. He's like, you said, can we talk about fucking Dana White? He's like, Jesse just so quickly was like, boo, boo. It was so fast. He was like, there was no breath. It was just,
I forgot
he
to take the
perfectly
curses out of
synced
that.
with you and was like, boom, fast. He had me laughing, bro. That was hilarious.
That was a good clip.
Dana skated by on that. I think he skated.
Did you
by.
see the interview he just did?
No.
No.
He did an interview where he was just like, they were like, what do you think about the, like, what do you think your punishment should be?
Yeah, I saw
And
that.
he was like, punishment for what? And he was like, punishment for what? He's very confident. So he could do that. He pulls it off. A lot of these pussies, they go up there and they're like, I'm just so sorry. And like, he's like, fuck you. He's like, look, it already, he's like, it already fucked up my
he did say that.
my business.
He did say
You know, he's like, some people, you know, nobody likes it. He's like, that's punishment enough. Right. And he's like, and now he's like, possibly my what would you call it?
My personal relationship.
No, but like the shit you leave behind.
Legacy.
Legacy.
Yeah.
He's like, my legacy's quite possibly ruined. He's like, that's punishment enough. And they're like, huh.
Yeah,
Okay,
but the guy asking those questions, like, I'm putting it out there. Do not condone fucking beating your wife or anything
Did
like
you see
that.
the comments? Most people were like going. They were like, I can't believe you said he beat her. Females and men.
Really?
It was the total opposite of what I thought it would be.
It was one hit, right?
Yeah, I was trying to be super politically correct, and I got the opposite response. They're like, "Pussy, she deserved to be beat," and I was like, "I'm looking. It's like a fucking stay-at-home mom saying that."
But my wife,
and I'm like, "What the fuck?"
I told my wife about it, and my wife was like, I showed her the video, and like she slapped him, and she was like, "Well, what the fuck does the bitch want?" You know what I mean? Like, and I was like, "Holy shit!"
This is because and it's only our followers that say shit like that. I should have known. Like our followers is a bunch of savages. Like, nah, I wish he would have hit her again.
But I thought that reporter, fucking who was asking him that question and said that. I thought that represented like the terrible softness of our culture.
Well,
like the concept of where
answer.
like this is an independent businessman who is rich beyond belief.
Occasionally hits his wife.
Take that out of the question. He shouldn't have did that. That's bad.
Yeah.
But the concept of like,
Trying to
well,
get views.
our readers want to know what your punishment's going to be. You should be canceled. Like, get the fuck out. What the fuck does that even mean?
Negative. It's already telling you that you're done.
But do you know how hard it would be to cancel fucking Dana White?
You can't. He sold his business for $500 million. He's rich beyond belief.
And they need him.
He's the face of the sport.
They need him.
Then nobody's going to cancel him. What does that even fucking mean?
The UFC
But what he said
needs
is
Dana
right,
White.
though. What he said is right. He said, like, A, I'm suffering in my personal life because I got to deal with it with my family. And B, people that I interact with now might have less respect for me.
Yeah.
That's I'm suffering the consequences of this thing.
Yeah.
But for you to think that like I should be fined or like they should like sit me on the sideline with no pay, that's fucking ridiculous.
I think they were more leaning towards like you should have been arrested. But if that's the case, she should have been arrested as well.
100%. You can't arrest him for that.
You can't arrest.
You can't arrest him and not her.
one and not the other.
Yeah.
It's a cross complaint.
They have kids.
kids,
but like the kids are like in their 20s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, they're older. The son's probably like, Dad's fucking mom's a bitch.
Fuck Dana White, cancel him.
I get it, Dad. I get it.
I hope that it was an isolated incident and he's not a wife beater and their shit got out of control. I hope that's the case. If it's not, and if he's a wife beater, then fuck him.
I think they both just fucking mutually fucking assault each other.
All the time? All the time?
Yeah, bro. There's tons of relationships like that, dude.
Yeah.
Where they both, their anger gets the best of them and they probably fucking go at it.
I mean, he got John.
He probably doesn't put all his might in.
They didn't want to give him to me.
He got.
You gotta ask for him.
Yeah, you gotta fucking beg for
He
him.
moved on. He got John Jones back to fight. It's over.
Yeah.
Swipe.
What I think is hysterical is that simultaneous that whole slap network that he's doing.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
It's
It's
like
fucking
that's funny.
publicity stunt?
No, that's funny time.
Dude, that would be hilarious.
That'd be
Just
amazing.
to
And
get
then he's
his
like,
name
honey,
there to
slap me.
draw-
Amazing.
to draw attention to it.
That'd be amazing.
Bro,
No.
I
He has
watched
money
the
in
clip.
That's a risky. That's his
Could you
business.
imagine if he was
But
like-
that's a fucking risky.
Could you
That's an
imagine?
Elon Musk move.
Could you imagine they're in fucking comments like, yo, babe, we're gonna get real fucked up and just
hit me.
Hear me out. Hear me out. Hit me as hard as you fucking want.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna have to give it back.
He's like, look, there's some Mexican
I'm
kid
gonna have to
downstairs
give it back to
recording.
you. And he's like, afterwards I'll fucking give it to you good. You get hot about it, but I'm gonna boff you fucking hard as fuck, and we're gonna sell a million slap memberships.
I know.
Thought about
They're at
that
home
shit.
right now, and she's like, "Oh, Daddy Tina, Daddy Tina slapped me again."
It turns out she's the CEO of this new company,
yeah.
Slaps.com,
Yeah.
whatever the fuck it's called.
That's
Did you
hilarious.
see this clip from? I think it was last night.
I saw
This
the one
guy.
with the fucking head.
This
with the
guy.
swollen
That's
head.
what happened to him.
And then he won?
Yeah. and then he
Supposedly
won.
he won.
Dude, these guys are gonna start dying.
Yo,
Bro,
this is
this is the
the dumbest fucking thing.
Dude, they're gonna start dying from this 100%.
Because you know why this is so fucking dumb?
It's
like
all head concussions.
It's like if you're a fighter in the UFC, there's technique, there's fucking,
This is just open
This
hand
is just like
hitting you in the
yeah.
face.
How hard is?
How hard can you hit me and me not fucking go down? That's just fucking stupid.
Dude, you're telling me
comments is so-
these guys aren't gonna die from this shit?
The comments is so funny. It's like, hey, it's me, CT, entering the chat.
But it's true, bro. In football, you're not hitting your head every single time. In a fight, yeah, you're getting hit in the head, but
Just boxing. Boxing is the only one else that
But,
takes a head.
but yes, but you get his body shots. It's still, this is every single fucking time.
Yeah, no
Face
defense.
shot.
No defense.
A temple to the temple.
Is there like a form thing for it? Is there a
Dude,
way you
yeah,
have to
they're
hit
hitting with
them?
their palm, which is just as bad as a fucking
Right.
punch.
Yes.
I hate this.
They're hitting
Can't
with
watch
their
this.
palm, and bro, these guys are getting knocked out. Silly.
I've seen a couple clips on
Dropping.
TikTok.
Like, It's not normal, bro.
And
I do like the women's one though.
The women one probably just hurts because they don't have that much power.
But the whole point is who can
I'm gonna get crushed for that. Don't post that.
It is.
It's like, you stupid bitch.
J. Paul. Why'd they not show it?
I don't know. But she had a mouthpiece.
But those just probably hurt. I don't think there's a lot of concussion going on there.
That doesn't look like it hurts at all.
She had a mouthpiece.
No, it hurts. Look, she's like, you stupid bitch. Where are you from? Are you from Hawaii?
I think it's amazing they're laughing at each other.
It's crazy.
Yeah, because the other one's the guy's deaf and he's fucking bleeding out his ear.
Arnold is there.
They're paying these guys big
He's at
money.
a contest
How much do you
with
think they paid Arnold to sit there?
$1 million.
Imagine like in this clip, I run in there like at the last minute and let him smack me in the face. I'm like,
Oh, that one looks hard.
No.
She
Look at
was
fucking
dead.
Logan. Logan's back there making millions. Like, ooh, get her,
That
bitch.
shit. I don't even get
It's,
it.
how can you watch that?
Yeah,
Like
I
for
can't.
any amount of time.
I could watch clips of it.
The girls are better.
I could watch like 20 seconds. No, not the girls. Of the guys, I could watch because you watch one knocked out, you're like, oh shit, that's cool. Next video. But like as a sport, like
I
sitting
don't
there,
like
I can't wait to see this new slap match between fucking, you
I don't
know?
like seeing people get knocked out.
Me neither.
No?
No.
Me neither.
I love it.
It makes
Makes
me
me
feel
sick.
weird.
I
Makes me sick to
love
my
it.
stomach.
Bro, if you go through my feed right now, it's something and then all fights.
Or like passing out. I don't
Yeah,
like
yeah.
seeing people.
What's the
pass out
something?
either.
Mind your fucking business. It's hamsters running in a fucking
Big
wheel.
booty bitches and all fights.
BBLs.
Big booty bitch,
Girls
bitch,
who
big
fight
booty
with
bitch.
their ass cheeks.
They just sit there and they're like, get it.
Take that, blub blub. I have a friend who, like, for all intents and purposes, like, guy's not a very strong, athletic guy. Like, you'd never think, you know, like, real meager person. No, I mean, like, physically.
Guy's basically a pussy.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
He's like,
I'm
I know
saying
this guy's a real
physically,
fucking bitch.
physically, the guy is not an imposing person on any level. That's not a negative.
I know, but you just gotta add on top of it. You could physically he's not an imposing person on any level.
But we once were in a situation where he did like 4 guys back to back and demolished them. Fucking arm wrestling, and it was so surprising.
You said that.
It was like, what the fuck?
He's like,
Yeah, he did 4 guys.
What trick?
I guess I know the way he said it.
he just did 4 dudes back to back.
That's what he said. That's what he said. I was like, in what?
In the
sex? In sexual intercourse? Wow, what kind of parties you going to, big guy? Dude, I was talking to someone on my job who said they know someone they know a
Goes to
guy
fuck parties?
who likes to watch their wife get fucked.
Back to this.
Cucks?
So we spoke about this already? About our wives getting
Pretty
fucked?
recently.
Yeah?
Have we spoke about cucks?
Yeah, like 2 episodes ago.
Really?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Yeah. We talked
John's
about.
just having these
This guy's
weird
just like
conversations
fucking-
You were
off
telling
air.
a story about
you know what I
somebody
mean?
that you know who you didn't want to name who has situations like that, and it turned into the sex
That was
doll thing.
threesomes. That was
Yeah,
threesomes.
yeah,
Threesomes.
yeah.
Wasn't really cucks.
Cucks is different than
Watching your wife get fucked and you enjoy that is something
It's weird.
Yeah,
that is out of control.
Not only do they enjoy it, they like to film it.
Yeah, because they want to watch it later. Dude, I would just cry. I would just cry. I would sit in my room and cry. I'd just be like, why are you touching her like that? What the fuck is wrong with you, dude? Right?
Yeah, no, I don't. I mean, that's a whole. I could not even.
I have too much of a fucking. I'm too self-conscious.
That's
dude. I'd
something
be
that
like,
started when the internet got going. They would have never been
No, I think that's
been
like
going
your
on
fucking-
forever.
found by themselves.
Dave, that's been going
your
on
fucking
forever.
uncle touched you in
I
the pee-pee when you were 4. Fucking like that's like you're fucked up in the head if you like that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
you're-
but he
like,
said,
there's
what
something
I'm
wrong
saying,
with
it's
you.
been around forever.
Nah,
I'm sure it's been around forever, but the
Community.
the gag.
Yeah, now they got forums. Now they got
no,
forums.
but that's like completely different. Like, let's say like you're in the swinger, like realm, right? And fucking. And like you do the swapping and shit, and like the wife goes off and does what she does, and that's different. That's
Yeah,
like
that's different.
that's not even the same thing, but like
not even in the same room.
that's like, you know what I mean? You want to sit there and watch another man do your wife and be humiliated, and that's part of what.
well, that's
part
the
of,
humiliation is
Yeah,
the.
that's part of the what's the word? It's a fetish or
Can you imagine?
a kink. A
Can you
kink?
imagine someone asking you, you're like looking at him, like you good, bro?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that like
fuck?
if you're
Need
into that, there's something wrong with you. Like you're fucked up. You're broken as a human.
There's a lot of sexual shit you got to be broken.
You're broken as a human.
Well, I was watching a show the other day, and it was like a father-son thing where the kid
What?
sees porn. the kid sees porn for the first time, and the dad is trying to explain
What
like
porn
that's
is?
not real. You know, like that's someone's imagination of what. And
I mean, it's pretty real.
No, but I thought about it, like the shit that you could potentially, like a kid could potentially come across online, online now. Whereas like for us, it was just like a girl who looked good in a magazine. Right. And now that's the first thing you see. Like, where does it go from there?
I deeply worry about that.
Talking about shit that kids come across, has your kids ever like cried to you about like, are you gonna die?
Yeah, wait, I got a good story.
Dude, both my kids all of a sudden, it must be from the YouTube or like watching something, but they're like, he went up to my wife, both of them. My youngest son went to my wife and was like, when you die, where are you gonna go? Oof. She said, I'm going to heaven with Jesus. And he started losing it. And so she started trying to calm him down. He's like, I don't want you to die. He's like, you haven't even taught me how to drive. He's 4.
That's amazing.
He's 4. So she's like, where did you get that from? Like
church.
To drive. Church.
Does he go to church?
I'm talking about the drive part.
Oh, well, that.
He's like, Jesus put that in his head. That's why my kids hate Jesus.
There's a lot of death talk in church.
No, it wasn't church. He doesn't go to church. Oh, right. So you fucked up. You fucked up. I know.
Kurt's amazing. That goes down with the 18 pack and the golf. 18 holes of golf.
Christianity.
He's like church.
Get this mic.
Christianity. Christianity sucks.
Kurt, maybe we go back to having you not mic'd up so people can't hear all this shit.
Dude, but then my other son, said the same thing. Like, when are you gonna die? And then he started asking, am I gonna die? And like, I'm good at having those conversations.
No, this is what I mean? This is a universally hard one.
Yeah, but I'm good at having those conversations. The problem with those conversations is I have to convince myself that, okay, it's not just my kids. This is a normal thing that most kids go through. Oh, yeah. Because my wife, she'll start to be paranoid and be like,
is there something wrong with him?
No, not even wrong with him, but like, does he know something? Am I gonna die?
You feel like he's like supernatural?
Yeah, like she'll start to be like, maybe he felt something.
She's from Trinidad. They're mad superstitious.
Not even that though, but it's just like, why are you saying that? And I have to
mercy.
And I have to talk to her and be like, babe, he saw something on YouTube where this kid probably said like, my dad died, he didn't teach me how to drive, and he was probably like, what the fuck, mommy? Yes. You bitch! You gotta teach me how to drive, And then he asked about me, and then he said, listen, like, don't worry about it. We're gonna be here, like you're gonna get married, have kids, whatever. And then he was like, well, what about daddy? And she was like,
Daddy's never gonna die.
Daddy's body is all fucked up from all the shit he's done, so probably not. He won't be here.
We're lucky we have him now.
Listen, kid, your father shouldn't have survived 21, all right? So you got him at 33. You're lucky you're alive. Just take it with a grain of salt, all right, big guy? All right? Enjoy him.
Might have to ride this one out with a new daddy.
I'm holding interviews.
Enjoy it. That's why he does all these videos.
I had a similar thing. The teacher sends my wife a text message of an art project that my son did. Oh. And so the art project is like this black cloud, and it says death is around the corner.
Oh no, he wrote it.
Wait a second. So like my wife's
maybe a little less jujitsu, bro.
I was gonna relate to him because my son made a drawing, but he did not write anything.
He starts writing in Latin. He's like, he wrote in Latin, death is around the corner.
Wait, listen. Oh, this finish is really funny. Wow. Oh. So immediately I'm like, what the fuck?
He starts speaking in tongues.
But my wife is like, I don't think it's that big of a deal. They called me, I spoke to them, and my son told them that because a few days earlier, the dog started eating a package of fucking Swiss Miss hot chocolate. Okay, and like chocolate is bad for dogs, right? So I didn't put all this together, but like that day, I'm in the bathroom, my son comes up, bangs on the door, goes, Daddy! your dog's trying to commit suicide down there. And I'm like, he's 8. He's 8. And this is what he says like that.
What a fucking thing to say.
And he's like, your dog, not even the dog. He goes, your dog's trying to commit suicide downstairs, but I took care of it. I put her in the crate and I cleaned it up. Says it like a man.
Sounds like your brother.
I swear to God. So this is
She's
what he
lucky
said.
I didn't kill her myself.
So flashback to the conversation about death is around the corner, the art piece. Fucking, he tells the teacher, because the teacher they actually sent him to the social worker in the school, and they were like, Jack, is everything okay? Is everything all right? And he's like, yeah, well, I got really upset because my dog.
You know what to say.
He's like, my dog ate chocolate, and I got afraid that she was gonna die, and I'm like, the kid's channeling these feelings into art. Maybe he's a genius.
My son came.
He's like, come in, this motherfucker's gonna be levitating.
Every day my son comes.
He's like, he's so artistic.
He comes home. This guy's got a new set of like art easel for him with fucking markers and shit. He's like, just draw what you feel, Jack. Just draw what you feel.
Death. I feel death is around the corner.
My son.
Pick up this guitar, Jack.
Channel it.
He just starts slamming it.
Huge circle. And it was like red fire, it was fire with like black in it and a bunch of fucking stick figures. I'm telling you.
Just burning
I'm
it
telling you right
Hell.
now, thousands of stick figures. Like, for the fact that he had
What the
time.
fuck?
We gotta put pictures of these in this.
I know, dude.
So I think
Please.
I threw it out right away. I was like,
No.
get rid of this. We gotta get rid of this. And you just look at him and you're like, what the heck is this? He's like, what? It's just a drawing. Like,
Yo,
This is not just a drawing, kid. Kid, this is fucking weird. You
Oh my God.
You're creeping me out,
how
bro.
did you have this much time to draw this?
That's what Kurt was worried about.
He's like, it's the end, Daddy.
Kurt's like,
I'm seeing the
oh,
end of
dude,
the world.
I would have slapped him. I would have been like, no.
Yo,
He would have.
Daddy,
no,
it's just a window into Armageddon.
pictures got better after that.
Wait, you really threw it out?
I literally threw it out.
Do you have that picture from
I
him?
threw it out.
I don't think so.
Damn it. You throw that shit out.
Yo, the next time.
Jesse's wife burned that shit and said a
will-
prayer.
If it was
she's like,
if it was like my nephew, I would get. I'm not putting my kids fucking
Bro, I will buy those from
dead
you guys.
pictures. No.
I will reach out to the Patreon
Damn.
community and we'll fucking buy those from
Definitely
you.
threw it out.
can't wait to go home and be like, babe, our kids are fine.
kids are fine.
Jesse and Kurt's kids are satanic.
Get Gabby a $50 gift card.
That bitch deserves it all. They're fine, babe. Jesse's worried about YouTube. His kid's speaking in Latin. Jesse's like, no, that YouTube.
Like, where'd you get
Dude,
the
but
trench
that's
coat
the
from?
shit. That's the shit that people don't talk about with their kids because they get nervous about. Like when my kids get older, I can only imagine the shit my son is just draw, and I'm gonna be like, oh my god, dude, and I'm just gonna remember Jesse's kid wrote Death Around the Corner. And I'm like, kid, not that bad. Don't worry. Show me another one.
Well, the crappy thing about it's a good and bad. It's like modern society. Like it's cool that they bring shit like that to your attention, but it's also like
Paranoia.
everybody's worried about everything.
Yeah.
To where like when we were younger, like.
My mom would've been like, it's got this father.
Yeah, there's a certain level of like you worry about too many fucking things, you're just gonna drive yourself crazy.
Yeah, and you will.
You will. You'll
Dude,
drive yourself fucking crazy.
When my wife called me with that, I calmed her down first. I was like, babe, fucking relax. And then I hung up the phone and I'm like,
Yeah. Now you're worrying.
I'm driving
hate it.
home. I'm driving home in my car. I'm like, I hope I don't die in a car accident right now. I take my seatbelt and put it on. And I'm like, all right, here we go. Pay attention. Pay attention to your surroundings.
Death is around the corner.
This kid said death is around the corner.
Yeah, fuck. Maybe it is. Fuck.
He's like the kid from The Sixth Sense.
It always
But
is.
that's the thing about life, though. When you, that's how you know you're truly happy. Because it wasn't until I had kids and I was married and I was happy that I started to have those thoughts. Before that, I was like, fuck it.
Right, who gives a shit?
You know what I mean? So that's how you know, even if you think you're depressed or like whatever, if you're fucking petrified about dying, you worry about your kids and you're living a happy life, bro.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, when you're fucked up like that, dude, you don't give a fuck. You're like, fuck it. There's points where you're like, I hope I fucking get something and just fucking croak because this is ridiculous. I can't live like this.
God.
You know what I mean?
It's true.
It's true.
Good positive note
Yeah.
to end on.
Let's just fucking
Why? We've been doing this for a while?
Yeah.
It's an hour.
An hour?
Yeah.
All right. Patreon, baby.
Wait, we got.
Wait! Before you stop. Please join the Patreon because we're gonna record it now, and you don't want to miss out.
Yeah.
And Jesse said if we don't start making any money, it's over.
So, this morning did not work out according to plan. But I'm alright. I'm gonna make it.